If you want to make money fast in crypto, then you have to touch the ultra high risk stuff. And there's only two places in crypto right now where you can trade meme coins very actively and have a good chance of winning. One of those places is Solana. The other place is the Base blockchain. Now let's talk about BRED, one of the best meme coins on the Base blockchain. BRED is going up 20% today alone. We're currently at roughly 6 cents. And this week we more than doubled. Since listing on CoinMarketCap though, we initially went sideways. Now we are just picking up again. Now there's always an art and a science in trading. But what I believe is the most important for meme coin trading is attention. You want to know how many new people get into a certain asset. Is this retail? Is this the whales? Is this everyone? And how fast is that investor growth? Now, we're not going to talk about the website and the marketing jazz, etc. We want to get an information edge. We want to find out things that most people don't know. Now, let me show you why I believe only Solana and the Base blockchain are currently the places to be for meme coin trading. Have a look at this. This is the top blockchains ordered by total value locked. And have a look at how that total value locked changed in the last month. Solana grew by 155%. The Base blockchain grew by 149%. The other larger blockchains grew much, much slower. Even as we scroll down, we don't see any of those blockchains growing by 150%. And so when we order different assets on the Base blockchain, we order them by the liquidity. Then we see that BRED is at number 11 already, but still it's 3.4 million. Degen has more than 3 times the size. So this could give us already somewhat of an upper ceiling, right? Maybe around 18 cents or so, the air might get somewhat thin. At least if we reach this very fast and if that's an idiosyncratic movement, right? Not just all of crypto going up. Now, in order to estimate where the price might go, we have to look at supply versus demand, right? Simply the intersection of supply versus demand. That's what determines the price. Let's have a look at supply first. 85% of all of BRED tokens are already circulating, so there won't be too much token inflation. There won't be early investors, etc. that are going to cash out. Here's the pie chart of token ownership. And the biggest piece here is simply just other accounts. This is not one large account. This is just all other accounts combined. The largest holder is the deployer wallet, but that has 10%, not too bad. And we do see quite nicely distributed ownership. That's what you want. You don't want all the tokens in the hands of just a few people that might be dumping on you. Most of the trading still happens decentralized, so that's good. You buy this on Uniswap, you buy this on SushiSwap. You can also get it on Gate.io, but still, seeing most of trading still happening on the blockchain is very, very useful because then we can analyze the data. So here's the performance since the liquidity pool got launched. There are, of course, diminishing returns as the asset is growing. But let's have a look at, say, this peak over here to the current price. That's an increase of 35%. And let's keep the 16th of March in mind. Let's keep this in mind to compare this with those charts over here. This comes from a tool that I've developed myself. It distinguishes retail investors from the whale investors. You can get access to this tool in premium. The link is down below, thebitcoinstrader.com. You can plug in any meme coin there, any meme coin on Base, any meme coin on Ethereum or the Binance Smart Chain. Just put in any smart contract and you see this. On the left side, we've got the number of wallets that hold at least 10,000 BRED tokens. So at the current price, that's roughly $600. That's what I consider retail. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail. So that's a 10x in minimum holding. So at least $6,000. On the right side, we've got the whales. That's at least $60,000 worth of BRED. Now, I don't have an explanation why we suddenly see this jump here on the 18th, 19th of March. I'm not sure if this is actually manipulation. So one explanation could be that the team launched the token with a lot of different wallets. And at some point, for whatever reason, they split the larger wallets into smaller ones. And then we got this massive jump of more than 120 whale wallets, again, worth $60,000 each in a matter of 1 or 2 hours, right? These are hourly ticks. So I don't know what this is about, but this shows us how quick the growth is, right? In the last month. The number of retail investors grew by roughly 30x. The number of medium-sized retail grew by roughly 10x. And the number of whales grew by roughly 2.5x. if you include this jump here. In other words, this is a retail-driven rally. There's a lot of new retail investors getting into this. The very heavyweights are also accumulating, but not as quickly. Now let's compare this again, right? The 16th of March to today, 35% increase. The number of retail investors in that time grew by more than that, by roughly 60%. Medium-sized retail grew by roughly 25%, right? The number of holders by 25. And so did the number of whales because of that jump. Now, I think there are two fascinating effects here. First of all, the number of medium-sized retail tends to be growing pretty similar to the price. The second interesting effect is that the number of holders is growing way more smoothly than the price is. Right, there is barely an hour where the number of holders isn't growing, but for the price we do have our movements down. So that's when the whales tend to be selling, because otherwise this here wouldn't make sense, right? That the number of retail investors grows, but the price doesn't. And so I am planning to buy some bread as well. I haven't bought any yet. I'm planning to. I'm not going to buy now. I'm waiting for a dip. The accumulation graphs are very, very steady, and that's super nice because that then implies that the price is likely going to continue to rise. But still, sometimes we see those dips. That's when the whales sell. And I'm simply just waiting for some whales to take some profit again. I don't know whether or not that will happen. I don't know if I will miss this chance, but that's fine with me. The base chain is growing that quickly and that steadily that there will be other opportunities as well. So that's my plan, waiting for a drop, maybe in the magnitude of 25% or so. If we see that, then I'm getting in. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram. Link is down below.